family, one heart. We are live. We are live. And I am alive when I come live with the beautiful Narika family, with a new episode of In Oneness, with my beautiful, beautiful soul sister, a wonderful light worker, and a beautiful being. Yes, I'm just getting the notification. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, and the Rika family is growing. And I can see Brigitte in the background sending waves and waves of sacred smoke into our container tonight, calling upon our highest self, our highest aspect, calling upon the beautiful beings of light, calling upon our guides, our star family, our high realm, calling upon every fractal of ourselves to be just gathered here in this space. Aerolite here for episode 4 of In Oneness. Such a pleasure and a blessing to be here with you, beautiful family. And as I always say, share love and light. Go to your platforms and simply share our live episode with Violet Flame Brigitte, and we're gonna have a very, very juicy, beautiful topic to discuss and bring into this healing space. Meanwhile, while we are all sharing love and light, I have a sharing for you. And it's a couple of minutes of a intro video, and this will give us time to settle in and get ready for Brigitte and for all your questions. We are live again on Facebook, Narika Healing by Aerolite, and on YouTube, Aerolite channel. And here's my gift to you. And you dawn upon me, upon you. And you dawn upon me, upon you. Our beloved Gaia, our Mother Earth is sending, and so are we. Brother Sun, Sister Moon, hold my hand, and together we leap. Our multidimensionality we realize, and we rejoice. We are sovereign whole again, and you dawn upon me, upon you. In oneness, you and I, we gather. Brother Sun, Sister Moon, in the circle of light, meet with me to remember ourselves, one heart, one family, one light, one humanity, one earth. In oneness, we remember, I am all is I. In oneness, the God in me honor the God in you. In oneness, we expand beyond the multiverse. Our star cells we meet, and we remember the origin, the light, the source. In oneness, once more, with ourselves and the bridge we crossed. In oneness, we become the remembrance, we become the Akash, we just be in oneness. In oneness. In oneness. Neye rehete werete en yete neye he neye hete ewer newete neye. In oneness, here we come with the most beautiful of them all, Violet Flame Brigitte, to share the space with us. And I'm still trying to share and start a watcher party. Somehow the internet is not supportive, but I will do as we start. We are live on Rika Healing. I checked there, we're live on YouTube. And what a pleasure, what a great honor to share space with beautiful beings of light who are here to support us, to bring that light into the surface, to guide us through this journey, even in the darkest nights of the soul that most of us are going through, since these great time shifts are happening and the accelerated journey. And I want to apologize for missing last week with Brigitte and myself, but here we are. It's all in divine timing. And as we trust in the process and we go with the flow, we find out that there's a divine timing for everything, and our divine timing to share space with you is this now, and every now is so magical. I'm just gonna bring Brigitte in, and we're gonna shine the beautiful violet flame upon you, upon me, and to shine our light, because it's only light attract lights, and when we are joined or gathered in the circle of light, it's only the soul that speaks, and it speaks one language, the language of the soul, it's love. So kindly, Brigitte, unmute your microphone, and you look so beautiful. You look so gorgeous. Welcome, 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 Sister Heart. Welcome. Heart greetings.
Heart greetings, Era. Such an honor, and thank you for your kind and lovely words. I'm so ready.
Yes, yes, and I am ready. I am ready, and I am ready. And I always stated in the power of Trinity, of the power that is it's bestowed upon us. And whenever I just declare my readiness, of course, I go spinning, and like never before, because universe bring it on, and it brings it on, and it's always spiraling. But as you might know, how we all have been going through some processes, but once we tap into that frequency of our highest aspect, all the processing becomes it will show, and it will come to the surface as we are shedding layers and layers of the cells that doesn't serve us any longer. I'm gonna start up with this question that's really I've asked yesterday on my Instagram page. How do you see this a year with all the twists and turns of the events that happen for us? What is your take on this?
First thing that comes in my mind is prepare yourself for the 21 of December. It's going to be so special to feel this full alignment with all that is. And prepare your intentions for this.
The 21st of December.
Yes.
Do you know also what's happening on the 21st of December? I might have shared with you the vision of the Cosmic Activation Retreat that's coming up. It's starting off on December 12th, and it's ending on December 21st. And that full vision came through a month back, before the 11/11 portal. And I knew that we're gonna have an immense activation with wonderful pillars of light coming together for this retreat. So be ready.
I am.
I know you are ready. I am. Same here. I am. So can you tell us a little bit how you are perceiving the energy that's it's upon us?
I feel that we are going faster and faster than ever. So again, it's all about our intentions and how we are releasing our fears and stepping into our true self and allowing this to happen without any rejection, and keeping the alignment of the fifth dimension into our presence. It's I don't like to use the word difficult, but it takes a lot of strength. And now I feel we are moving ourselves in our strengths more and more. So I feel a lot of growth within
So the
myself.
energies are preparing us. The
Hmm?
energies are preparing us. It
Yes.
seems that the energies are our highest aspect that's merging with us constantly recently. It's kind of preparing us to what's coming. I keep reminding myself, since I have been going through these, what I've been calling them, the extended version of the dark nights of the soul, with their most deepest churnings. And I just this morning I went for a hike in the forest, and I kept asking my highest self, I'm not gonna ask why anymore, just show me the big picture. And the message was that kept coming, you will be receiving yourself with the highest frequency of your existence. And still yet to comprehend what does it mean to receive yourself with the highest frequency. But I am so looking forward.
I feel when I was tuning into your question, like I said to other pillars of light, that we are becoming more into our mastership, into our ascended mastership, and that we have to shed off the idea that we are students and that we have to keep on learning. No, we have to not know, but just like go with the flow of becoming your own master and to become the ascended masters on earth instead of
Mm.
staying students and yeah,
So,
like hiding away in as a student or whatever course. We can uplift so many
mm.
others, um yeah, in each level that we are growing.
So we are reaching the mastery over this life. We're reaching a mastery somehow within us of um, being the student and the teacher at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Within your mastership, you're like your own students, and because of all the doing and the practicing with people, it becomes yeah, master.
Mastery, the master. The master over your own existence. I want to back up a little bit. I started off immediately with whatever just came to me. I would love you to introduce yourself a little bit to us. And I've introduced you as a Violet Flame Brigitte, and I know you have your page as Heart Opening with the 8 month straight of daily channeling and meditation. And this is actually a milestone for a light worker. And I really want to congratulate you on this. Just tell us a little bit about you and how you have reached to become the Violet Flame Brigitte.
Thank you for your question. So purple was always in my close neighborhood, like my room and everything, the clothes that I wear, and but as a child, I loved purple since I can remember. And then after, yeah, when I was around my 20s, I have a medical background. For 15 years, worked in a hospital as an imager. And then I went for my dream to become independent as a massage therapist for people with cancer. I did this 5 years, went to a world championship and whatever, like competitive in this. And because of the Reiki healing that I gave to my customers, there was more and more an opening, a channel where I could feel the energy diving in immediately when I was centered with the person. And then I felt very attracted to learn everything about channeling. So I received a book, a purple book from Saint Germain, the I Am. And this book really changed my life because every chapter activated me, and every evening I read um, I I I read the chapter. So I every day was a new thing that happened to me, new miracles, and then I learned channeling, and then I had a full embodiment of Saint Germain. So the growth kept on going in the spiritual path. I did my own practice every day from 4 a.m. in the morning until 6:30 to do energy work, to do intuitively things that I was like, okay, let's do it every day, and start channeling Saint Germain more and more, and just trusted the guidance that I received every day. And then I met a community in Dubai from Ascension Pathway, from Georgia Mathilde, that they inspired me in more energy work. And what else? Mm, yeah, also then I had a stepdaughter who I introduced her to her unicorns and to the dragons, and I played with her with meditations and yeah, more and more stuff. That's everything that came up. And also my partner, then I guided into astral traveling, and yeah, so that's like this, the story. And
I'm getting from your story and your blessings with this whole exploration. It's deep trust in your guidance,
yes.
and yeah, that unwavering faith and unwavering trust that we are guided and we are held and we are here to explore ourselves in all multidimensional aspects of our existence. And honestly, I'm just gonna be I'm gonna share my version of the story, and my deep gratitude to you, and how our last season when I had In Oneness and I invited you in, and you tuned into my energy, right after the session you called me up saying, oh, how about I offer you a channeling, and maybe that will help you and guide you into opening your channels. And here it is. I'm just like really grateful to that offering, and I've received it humbly. And since then, I cannot tell you the depth of the channeling and the transmissions that I receive, and the trust that I also start putting into whatever I'm receiving, and giving it out into the Narika family, and into the trusted people who just do trust my energy. It's such a blessing, honestly, to be that catalyst for others. And I can tell that from your 8 months of consistent daily meditation and heart opening page. And this is such a blessing for us and for humanity, actually, and for the collective, to dive into this commitment and this discipline. So I really bow to you, bow to the light in you. Thank you so much for being you.
I also want
Yeah.
to speak that when I received the guidance to do the sessions on Zoom with my friends on the 18th of March, I received the guidance way before, and I had to work daily on my shadows because I was so afraid of showing myself in a regular Zoom call with where I was surrounded by people that I knew, but still there was this boundary of showing up, of yeah, just showing myself. And then since the whole month of June, I had this feeling, this push of my guides, okay, do it live on Facebook. And I did so many practice with myself, with my to do live sessions one-on-one with me, because I was so shy to even push the live button. So Yeah, I don't want to say it's not so easy than everybody thinks, because we all have to work on our shadows, and we all have to work on this, and it's you, yeah. But then when you now, I'm so happy because of the people that are joining my live sessions. They inspire me so much, because I receive channelings from them. I receive yeah, reviews that they are beyond words for me to express what they how they are already evolving, and this gives me such a boost to continue with the work that I'm doing daily. So I'm thanking
Mm,
all the people.
definitely, it is much needed. Actually, it's much needed that each one of us tapping into their light to just shine that light, regardless of how much shadow is surfacing in the background, because we are just accumulation of all these. Collective woundings, actually that's what I keep calling them, and they keep surfacing the more light we are inviting in. And from personal experience, you know me well, we've been connecting lately on how we like, whether you are or X or Y or Z, or like it doesn't matter whom I'm speaking to these days, they are processing so much, and it's only through that light that we're receiving and that light that we are perceiving, which is our own true nature, that we are able to process that shadowy aspect of ourselves, and all these uncharted territories that we never wanted to venture into. So yeah, the more we light we invite in, the more we're gonna be triggered by our darkness. But as you said, it's consistently keep doing what we're doing. So that's why we're here tonight, regardless of whether wherever we're going through the processes, the minute we tap into our highest aspect, our highest frequency, that line shines through.
Yes. And also when
Yeah.
I'm like having off day morning, when I wake up and like, okay, in half an hour I have to be ready. But these the even sometimes the worst mornings bring the most light within me, because then I'm like, I have to fully grab myself and bring the light, and then it's even more magic. So I just want to encourage everyone. So even when you have a worse day or whatever, when you are then becoming present in your heart, the light is like even more happy to be with you, and it gives so much strength and so much, yeah, empowerment for yourself. So that is my lesson as well. I'm biting through the my own rejection of continuing.
Honestly, I love the fluidity that's happening, coming through you. It's been month of that intense practices with the light that brought more shine into you. I remember our previous interview, you are still in that phase. Please, Era, don't push me there. I'm not good in front of the camera. I'm not good into, and there you are. You just opened up more and more layers of yourself that are so beautifully coming through. I would like you also tell us a little bit about the one-to-one work that you are offering. You know, like I would like to shed lights on the greatness of the healing work that's happening, because healing is just basically what I've described it as experiencing ourselves. So, and I know you offer transmissions and healing sessions through through your channeling and through your guides. Um, so I want to shed light on whatever we can offer to others in the service of a humanity and in this divine service.
Mhm. Yes. We start always with, I don't talk a lot before, because I know that the guides take over everything. Not that I'm losing control, but I know it's coming from my highest aspect, and all the guides are surrounded. And we are doing heart opening together, and then the magic happens. It's so guided. It's not a surprise, but they are tapping into the field of the other person, and yeah, it's an alignment with Christ consciousness, or Octarians come in, or Elohim, and I never know one in front. So yeah.
It just you allow yourself to be the vessel,
Yes.
and you allow the guides to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it take discrimination to just be fully aware and present of your guides, yet you are still in that channel tapping between frequencies?
Can you repeat it again?
Yeah, so I'm saying, when you allow yourself to be the vessel, how much of discrimination is needed? Like, you are not you, but it is you. How this whole process happens?
I hear everything in my head. So I'm fully aware, and it's the presence comes in, it's an energetic knowing. And then I'm guided to speak, and whatever comes through, I cannot speak it differently. So even when I'm with, like, okay, do I have to really say this? It's not an option to have my own thoughts or my own, because there are none. There is nothing else than the guidance. So I have to speak or to wait or whatever comes in. So that is how it goes. So then you can speak about it's a surprise, because it's, yeah,
It is a
it's like
surprise.
they want to do it.
Of course, it's such a blessing to be able to be that vessel for the divine energies to flow through. So, how much of it, like a personal healing, do you feel when you do this channeling? If you're channeling for a collective or personal, how much of that is also yours?
I have to allow myself as well, because sometimes I could forget that I also receive that energy. So then I have to really intentionally put myself as well in a receiving mode. Um, yeah, I feel energized, but the the feeling of giving is healing for me as well.
Mhm. So it requires that you declare your readiness to receive as you start becoming the channel. This is a good tip for me as well.
Because we are like,
Yeah,
we forget when we are in service to others. It's as well our vessel. Hmm.
exactly. It's all interested in divine service.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's
But
such
I
a
mean,
blessing to be
experiencing the
here.
bliss, of course. The bliss
Mm.
is, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, it.
How do you feel this merging happening between our divine aspect and our human aspect? Because somehow suddenly we got somehow awakened. Of course, we went through our own processes, and everybody's process is different. Oh, we're going through some awakening. Oh, we have a divine aspect, and we're aware of it now. We acknowledged it. It's there. And then now suddenly we kind of like shifting between here and there. And how's the shift happening for you? How are you able to just be in your physicality, in your human experience, and bring it to this divine aspect into it?
For me, I felt a difference when I was less in a judgmental state, where I was less in a just in a peaceful state, and this peaceful state stayed with me, and then I felt like I embody more and more this highest aspect. So I really feel that I am. So that's why it's it becomes more and more easier for me to talk within this highest aspect. because I really feel that it's becoming more my full reality. And with the channeling with Saint Germain, it's in a different way, because then the energy, I really feel that my body is stretched, especially my neck. It's very stretched, and I cannot move in another direction then, because it's like, okay, another energy is stuck in me. Like I allow it to become me. So then I'm like fully stretched with my neck, and I cannot do another pose anymore. But with others, it's more gentle, and also I become more, yeah, it's
more fluid.
more fluid. It's easier.
Exactly. Could you share a little bit about the violet flame and its own practices and meditation and the healing benefit and how it can be used in our daily life in a way, because it's an energetic, powerful, transformative energy that transmutes everything. How can we use it and how we can work with it?
One thing I can say is that it's something you have to visualize it, and everything that comes out that is a low frequency, it's like a flame on its own, and then it becomes the whole flame, and then it's transmuted. Maybe it's too simple in a very simplistic way that I speak about it, but it's, for me, it's only that I visualize it, and everything that transmutes comes out of me as a flame, becomes then the whole flame, and then it's left. And then
It comes out in the whole flame. So it's basically starting with the visualizing of a flame that's engulfing you, and whatever doesn't serve you, it
yes,
will be transmuted out of you into the flame, and
yeah,
it's transmuted back to light.
yes, yeah, yeah. That's one of
See
the.
how simple, but we just get a mind that makes things so complicated for
Mhm.
us. It is
Yes,
that simple.
it's that simple.
Wonderful. That
Yeah,
simple. Is it related to the activation of the third eye?
I don't feel this. No.
The connection now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. So tell us about the highlight of those past many months since the Lion Gates, because I know the energy peaked there, and then since then it's very accelerated. Uh, just give us a
Yeah.
little bit of energetic update.
When I was in Croatia for 3 weeks, I had this massive expansion, because there I was in such a blissful island, and then there was no words needed and during the channelings, and then I had this big expansion. So I was so happy that everyone was holding space for me, because the doubts came, of course, like, okay, I don't have anything to say, just doing things with my hands, and that's it. And but the people, or my friends, really felt this highest frequency going through and expanding themselves. So this was massive as well. I went to Bosnia to go to the pyramids for 1 week, and I had this special alignments with people where I did meditations after 5 minutes that I met them, or half an hour or 1 hour. Was a very quick manifestation there. I had a big vision there, but that's something I will share later.
Looking forward to hear that.
Yeah.
It has been accelerated, and Are you exploring these high frequency in any other form apart from the channeling or the light language? Have you found your another outlet for exploration?
You mean like painting or something?
Writing, poetry. It could be any kind of a self-expression.
Mm, no, not really. I attended a singing circle, but yeah, of course, I'm using my voice more and more, and I'm more aware of that I'm capable of using it, and that that's okay to sing. So yeah, I was in a light circle
Would you
with women 3 weeks ago, and was so special because we had to pick a card. So there was a mantra attached to the card, but before you could choose if the woman could sing your name. So in 5 minutes they were singing your name, but in different ways. It's like short, long, with different kind of voices. Was beautiful to feel how so many women were singing your name. Was never, yeah, I don't what to say about this. I know.
the feeling that's happening? Yeah, you know what? Like, we are experiencing healing in so many different facets of it. Lately, I've been more, connected on social media with like-minded people, light workers, who have been doing a lot of healing work, and it is immense. It is immense where you want to look at, which circle you want to look, and then you can see that everybody's engaged in sharing whatever they're coming through, whatever, we sometimes we don't have an understanding of that's coming through, whatever it is that we cannot label it, cannot give it a name. But I am like feel expansion every time I watch a video or see channeling happening, because more and more people are just getting into that wave of expansion. Yet still we're still in that human body. We're still in that process of being in the body, mind, and emotions, and yet tapping into the highest frequencies of ourselves. And this is the blessings of this year. This is what I have been contemplating today. The blessings of this year is that this ability we are calibrating within is to just tap into frequencies.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the beginning of this year, Didi, our friend that was in your Zoom 2 weeks
Dear light coach was with us, yes, 2 weeks ago. Yes.
Yeah, she also made an artistic work of my own frequency, and yeah, it's upstairs there, but I so I wish I had it here with me to share it, but then it was a surprise, another surprise, that the violet flame is so present within me, so no
Within
doubt.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly how much of our highest potential is being revealed to us now. Like, everybody's got their own blueprint, even in this healing aspect, or this whatever we're able to offer to the collective energetically. Everybody's got their own beautiful selves that's presenting healing in so many beautiful ways. The light codes with me not last week, the week before, a couple of weeks ago. It was very lovely to have her and share her art. Actually, it was such a blessing. We have around 15 minutes with us. Would you like to share something from your channeling, from your meditation? I'm more than happy to receive you.
We can do a session if you want.
Please, feel free. Of course, I'm all yours.
I will sing the invocation and then I will go straight into the channel. There is no other guidance needed or an heart opening. We are already more than ready.
Right there.
Calling Archangel Michael to place a dome full of diamond light. Cut, release all lower frequencies. Send them with love and light to the light now. Calling highest aspects of the violet flame to transmute all lower frequencies now. Calling diamond light flame eternal fire, I am presence. Saint Germain now. Calling all archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Ariel now. Calling Lord Jesus Christ, Christ consciousness, Christ aligned now. Calling Mother Mary, Mother Earth now. Calling highest frequencies, Octarians, High Council of Light, Galactic Federation, star families, star systems now. Calling Elohim, Seraphim, Cherubim now. Calling wholeness, oneness now. I align my free will with my divine will, so be it. I allow all healing frequencies. I am ready. Ie ene he ene ite ie ke ie ene e he ene ite ie ene ie ene ie se ie ene ie he ie ene ie ke ie ene he o a ene ie ene ite ie he ene ie ite ie ene ie ke ie ene ie se ite ie he. Ene say hene kene ete ene he ene say ete ene hene say ene he ene say ete ene he ene say ene ye ene say ene he ene say ene te he ene say. Greetings. We are the Elohim greeting you. We are welcoming you all. Into our dimension without time or space. Open yourself to receive our high frequency energy. We are grateful for your presence. Align yourself with your heart. Hena yeta ye ene yeta ye ene hena ene yeta ye ke ye ene yeta ye ene ye ke ye ene he ene yeta ye o ai he ene yeta ye ke ene ye hena te ye ene yeta ye ene ye hena ye ke ene ye se yeta ye he ene ye se yeta ye ke ene ye hena yeta ye ene ye he ene ye ke ene yeta ye ene ye he o ai ene ye hena ye se yeta ye ke ene ye ke ene ye he ene yeta ye. Yene say it a yene yeke yene say it a yene say yene Yene say it a yene yeke yene say yene. Keep breathing in your heart space. You're ready. We acknowledge your time spending with us. We honor you. We love you. And we greet you. Pere Elohim. Namaste.
It's just beyond words. It's how the heart and the soul will perceive these frequencies in the light language and the Elohims within our own selves. It's just I'm having shivers actually. It's just such a blessing to be where we at this leg of our journeys, to meet more of our light and meet more of our highest aspect and be in that frequency of light and love. It's true, it's gonna bring out a lot of the programming and the shadow and the darkness and all those aspects that of lower frequency that don't serve us any longer. But we are always held in that light. We're always held in that divine love. I can't really thank you enough. I think personally I needed to be in this space right now with you. And I feel honored to have just followed my guidance today and went ahead with the episode for tonight, and it was just needed. Yes, it's just such a blessing. We are opening the session for questions for our Narika family who are joining us on Facebook or yes, or YouTube. I'm not checking the YouTube now, but I think yes, we can receive personal questions. I've received a request for the questions, so please go ahead with the question, and I will pass it on to Brigitte. I will just check the yes, we are live. We're just waiting for all the questions to come through. I will just check the Facebook. Yes, let's see what we're up to. Okay, let's see. We're just waiting for the questions to come through. Okay, they are in the recap page. I'll just check there. Yes. The recap page. Yeah. That was very lovely, Brigitte. I really, really appreciate it. It's not opening the page. Oh, we're in there. Yes. A little bit of internet lag, but we're getting there. Just to get the question across to you. Okay, to Brigitte. Can you get answer to specific questions related to what a choice you or a certain person must make in a given life situation from the energies, being you are channeling? That's the question.
For myself or for others, you mean?
For others.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's possible. Yeah, of course. It comes very easily with yeah. With an inner knowing, like without any doubt.
Without any doubt. Is it about like related to choices someone need to make, or it will be like kind of a general advice or general energy that they will have to experience so that they can get into that situation or that choice on their own?
Yeah, when I receive a question, I receive instantly an answer. So is that how I can,
Yeah, that's actually that question. If someone comes to you with their own personal question and you do the channeling for them, you will get the instant answer.
Yes, instant. Yeah.
Instance. I hope we answered the question. Just also waiting if there are any other questions popping up for us. Just to check. So also the continuing, for example, say I want to make a choice. Can I ask you this question and ask you to connect with your channel and ask what choice is divine for me?
At this moment,
not at this moment. In general, that's what they say. Like when you do the channeling, it just the answer comes as an alignment to their divine self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah, and in their highest purpose.
In their highest purpose. Yeah. Okay, there's another question. In how many dimensions can a human choice manifested in a life situation? And once one can see the possible modes in which he or she can make choices, and is it advisable for a human to consciously choose which mode they act in? Such a long question.
Yeah.
Shall I read it again?
No, I really feel that when you are in your heart alignment every day, you can choose within your heart, and then these are all your next steps within your heart chosen when you are connected with your heart, and then it's another path. Normally, you are taking a path with choices with our mind, but then within our heart, you can. Yeah.
So it just basically it requires alignment with your heart at all time.
Yes. That's
alignment with the heart.
Yeah, of course.
The heart will lead the way to your highest aspect, and to the highest good
of in the other way around. So it's you have to instruct your mind from your heart, not the other way around. You don't shut your heart with your mind. You direct your mind from your heart. And that is
this is such a tricky.
Yes, it's tricky, but yeah. That is
Because we are actually accustomed to the mind leading the way and being logical and analytical and just thinking of all possibilities and what's the best in it for me.
yeah. But
Uh,
that is why people are like, am I the right or the wrong way? Like, because it comes always from the mind. But when you are always aligned with only your heart, this question will not appear so often, because then you know that you are choosing every day from your heart.
so basically, you mean by if you're choosing from your heart, you will be in your highest frequency?
Yes. At
Not
that moment.
necessarily. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's.
Because the highest frequency is as well self-love, and when you choose from your heart, then you know that it's from a self-love perspective, because you choose for yourself.
Okay. So basically, if we are choosing considerably from low frequency, how would it affect us?
Yeah, more more doubts eventually. Yeah, low frequency is when you choose with from fear or from anxiety, it's, yeah, then more fear can come up, of course, and more triggers.
Okay. Should one consciously avoid lower frequency or lower modes, or just to flow with whatever the life situation has put him or her through?
Consciously choosing low frequencies. I would never.
Should someone should consciously avoid?
Yet avoid.
Should one consciously avoid lower modes, or just to flow with whatever the life situation has put him or her?
Just observe the lower frequency and see what it does to you, but just observe it and leave it as it is. And yeah, go with the elevator
Mm,
up in your highest frequency and into unconditional love. It can all happen in around you, but just observe the lower frequencies and learn from it. And when it doesn't mirror you anymore, then you know that you have chosen a reality, or yeah, made your way into another reality of unconditional love when it's not showing up anymore.
mm. Yeah. So basically, changing the perspective to higher frequency reality. And the more we insist on it and we just stick to it, it's this reality that's going to manifest for us.
Yes, yes, it will be mirrored in front of you, and then when we see the mirror, then we know, like, okay, we done a lot of work, and only this is in front of us, and then it's much easier when to observe lower frequencies, because the contrast is there as well.
Exactly. One more question. Can you elaborate more on what lower frequency mean in more practical language in terms of types of desires and emotions we go through?
Fear, doubt, low, like how would you say
Fear
this?
takes many shapes and shapes. Excuse me, sorry. Basically, kind of whether fear or doubts, they take many they take many shapes. Like there's only not only one fear. Like the fear of so many
Yes.
things that could come to you.
Yeah. The fear of being unwanted, or the fear of rejection, or the fear of not good enough anymore after a mistake, or the fear of so many things that we are
What is
conditioned.
the emotion of low frequency?
Excuse me.
What would be like the emotions in low frequency?
Feeling suppressed, feeling unwanted, like doubting yourself. What emotion? Yeah.
And there's another question. Give some example of actions done in lower frequency mode.
Shouting, judging, moving yourself into the dualities.
Now I'm going to ask you, how do you elaborate on that, moving yourself into between dualities? How does it happen?
How does it happen? To elaborate yourself. How I don't know the words. Can you say it differently?
Yeah, kind of. You said like shifting between dualities. Yeah, I'm not like sure how could action be coming from shifting between dualities.
Just see it as an observer, and just see it as an observer, and remove yourself out of the situation, and like remove the judgment, good and bad, or
Yeah, that's actually wonderful. We had some ongoing questioning, which is it's very beautiful. It will take us to that place of contemplation. We are getting towards the end of our session, actually, and I don't want to keep you longer. I know you have some commitments. I'm really grateful for your presence, your light, and the gifts you're sharing with us and with the collective. Thank you so much, Brigitte. And everybody, I would highly recommend you connect with Brigitte on her Facebook page, Heart Opening, and check out her daily heart opening meditation. And it's just what she shared today. It's a glimpse of that incredible experience you get yourself into with her. I will see you next week with a new episode with a new guest sharing our magnificent human experience. And that's what is In Oneness, coming together as one heart, as one light. And the more we tap into this light, the more we remember this light. I think there might be. One second. I noticed that there's one more question. All right. So we're gonna keep you a little bit longer. As you experience these higher frequency, how has this expanded into your day-to-day life in respect to being contented and self-assured about how your life script is unfolding?
It's a never-ending story with more growth. So I'm contemplating on writing a mastership for others, so I can lift others, into a Christ consciousness light. Is this?
Actually, the question will take you to that aspect. If we are receiving so much of high frequency and living there, how we are still suffering, how are we still in this human emotion and churning and shadowy surfacing. If we are really tapping into the highest frequency, um, wouldn't lift all the suffering off.
But there are so many patterns and so many layers of where humans are in. So it's a never-ending process with others. So yeah, I don't know.
Mm. Anyway, I'm just gonna really thank you so much, and we will carry that discussion in private Zoom.
Yes.
And yes,
Thank
we will go on. I really thank you. I will see you, beautiful Narika family, next week with a new episode of In Oneness with a beautiful guest sharing our magnificent human experience. You connect with Brigitte on her Facebook or Instagram page, Heart Opening, and bask into this high frequency that she is sharing with us to uplift the suffering of herself and ours. Thank you so much and so much love. And I will see you guys next week.
Yes.